Good evening to you and to my fellow panelists, three of whom are absolute legends and our heroes. And as the adage goes, to listen but to lead, they are the ones who are going to lead us and we're going to follow them. So whatever they say, whatever I say, I speak as a layman. Just a brief couple of points to make because it's been a fantastic, invigorating discussion and all the three luminaries have spoken. You mentioned something interesting the other day, Rahul, when you said the Prime Minister has what you described as a Churchillian streak. You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that was very interesting. So just to use a Churchillian phrase, I think we've crossed a Rubicon as far as our dealing with Pakistan is concerned. Honestly, I think we have. We waited too long for it. But I think as the Churchillian phrase goes, this is not the beginning of the end, but perhaps this is the end of the beginning. I think we've really had enough. And I think General Bakshi said it in, if not in so many words, he actually meant it, that enough is enough. And of course, going to war, going to battle is always one of the toughest decisions any nation has to make. Our hands have been forced for too long. The fact of the matter is that as General Dillon also misses no opportunity to taunt the Pakistanis about the 93,000 prisoner of war that we kind of, for want of a better word, gave them away. The fact of the matter is a lesson not given is a lesson not learned. And I think we've had too much practice in learning the lessons. As far as the civilian part is concerned, so let me assure at least, I speak, I suppose, for every civilian, that we just have to be not requested but ordered, and we will follow. So that is how I think the civilians are going to treat our armed forces and our leaders in times of war. And secondly, I just hope and pray that everyone acts like that, because the fact of the matter is what we're seeing over the last 10 days and what we saw during COVID as well, that many civilians, political parties have become so vitiated and divided that any action on behalf of the government or the armed forces is treated with disdain or mocked. You remember when internationally the doctors who were at the front line of COVID were being supported by the civilians by banging utensils. When in India it was suggested by the Prime Minister that we do so, everyone mocked, even still they mock. This was basically to support the doctors who were at the front line. Similarly, now we are seeing leaders. And I don't want to make this political because it is too demeaning, embarrassing as well. Putting those Nimbu Mirchis and mocking the Rafales and things of that sort.
We'll come to that. So, we're not going to skip over that because that's a very important. You need to also settle the elements within. If you have to project power abroad or externally, you have to ensure that you prepared the ground internally. So that I'll come to. Yes.
Yes.
But I think, go ahead.
I just wanted to end with saying that we are ready to be led. And it's absolutely magnificent, our armed forces and the leaders there, including, our front line, which I hope belongs to the opposition as well as the ruling government. They will all stand together because this is something that has to be accomplished. And we might not reach the end. I'm not too sure. I speak as a layman because there is no way Pakistan can win a conventional war against us. Absolutely no way. Yeah. And I alluded to this a week ago. My problem is that Pakistan, knowing that it cannot win a conventional war, would actually might drop a nuclear weapon in a non-populated area, a desert or something like that. So that is a civilian's worry. But I think our armed forces obviously would have thought of that, and we have an antidote to that as well. So, as I say, we are just waiting to be led.